Hi and welcome back to FindersBeepers History Seekers. Now I'm off out on a nice cold walk this morning. You know what, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful morning. I'm a bit out of breath because it's that cold as well, but I just thought I'd do your catch up out here rather than in the stuffy office. Bear's gone to my mum and dad's in preparation for me going off to Portugal this weekend, so it's just me, and I thought I'll come out for a walk because look at it, how beautiful is this, honestly. So let's have a look at last week's video. I'm not gonna lie, I already feel on edge and worried about this explore. We're in the most highly populated area for wolves and brown bears, and also lynx. I'm being brave, there's a car right in front of me. There's scaffolding up. There's definitely somebody here. I'm still gonna go and have a look. Look, they're inside. They're gonna see me if I walk up there though. Thing is, they're gonna hear me as well, because this floor is so noisy. I want to try and get closer. Right, they're in there doing work, but there's another door open. I might try and sneak across and get in. I'm so scared. I don't think I've ever been as scared. I don't think you understand how risky this is. I found some stairs behind me, so I'm going up them. Now, a couple of things that were mentioned straight away. Well, the main one really was how brave I was at the beginning. Now, is it brave? Am I brave? Is it is it just stupidity? I just don't know. But I think you'll see from how much, God, can't see me for all my breath. But yeah, you can tell how scared I am by how much I'm actually physically shaking, and I never do that. I was actually like, my head, my body, it just went this weird reaction where I was just shaking, and you guys massively picked up on that. I got a mix of, you're stupid, you're brave, I could never do that, and what you do for the channel and stuff like that. And it is massively appreciated when people say nice things like that, you know. It makes it worthwhile. It makes that effort of going somewhere and putting myself at risk, because you just don't know who these people are at the end of the day. These two guys working on this place could just club me and bury me under the cement. You just don't know really, do you? Because it's different wherever you go. But for me, that place was definitely worth the risk. It was one of my favourites of the year again. Seem to have had a lot of those recently, but that place, there was just something about it. It was really, really good. And the drone footage at the end was definitely worth getting. Oh, look at this toilet. Oh my God, this is like a proper castle toilet. It's very blocked, but that's one that just shoots out the side of the castle. That is that is the best toilet I've ever seen. And I rave about toilets all the time, but that is so cool. Is that a toilet? This is a toilet too. I'm so excited over these toilets. Can you lift that up now? Oh, that's so good. I just want to be able to have one that's not filled with shite. Well, not literal shite, so we could see outside. But yeah, imagine, so this sectioned off bit here must have been your toilet. So you come here and plonk your arse on there and shit on a peasant's head outside. Imagine you worked in the castle gardens or whatever and you're just walking around sorting out the plants and all of a sudden big turd lands on your head. Oh, it's that time of day again. Should have known. It's just ridiculous. Next up, we've got the toilet situation. The toilets, God, there's two toilet situations. We'll talk about the actual toilets first. The toilets that dropped out of the side. Now, people gave me the name of the place, and I will put those down in the comments, the name of the toilet and what they were actually called, which I never knew, to be fair. I didn't realise they had a specific name. And also, and I'll have to try and find this comment, but somebody said there was what they called now, something like gonk farmers, or basically people that went round in a morning and collected the poo from outside the castle and got paid for each poo that they picked up, which I think is a very bizarre job. To imagine having that as your job description. Oh, I pick up shit, mate. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it, really? But yeah, interesting stuff though. It is a chimney. That's gotta be, hasn't it? I'm not gonna lie, little bits like this are my favourite bits of exploring. Like trying to work out what something is, being in somewhere a bit weird and a bit dodgy, and in a bit, if I need a poo, I'll have it in here. I'm joking. I ain't brought any baby wipes anyway. Now, next up is Sockgate. Now, some of you will know what I'm talking about with Sockgate, and some of you won't. And it's not something I'm proud of. I'm not going to lie, I am not proud of this story at all. But it is a story all the same that needs to be told. Oh my God. So, fear does weird things to you. And the thing that fear does to me is makes me need to poo really bad. So, I've sneaked past the guards, I mean the workmen. Sneaked past the workmen, I'm inside, I'm all excited, and then I get the urge to poo, which is not great when you're in a castle, especially a castle that you're locked in. So, something has to happen, and that something is poo, and it did. So I had to sneak. I made a joke about needing to have a poo, and I would poo in the chimney bit, and it was the only place I could go. I didn't find the toilets until after that, to be fair, apart from the blocked up one, and I didn't want to poo in there. So I went in this chimney thing and I had a poo, but previous to that I'd had to find something to wipe my bum on. I didn't have any baby wipes in my bag, I didn't have anything at all to use, so I found a sock in the office, and I had to use the sock to wipe my bum on. So some poor workman is going to come into work looking for his sock, and I've pooed on it. Don't worry though, I didn't put it back. I didn't put it back in the same place I found it. I buried it under some rubble with the poo. So they'll have a horrible smell and a sock missing. I'm so sorry. If you are that workman and you want some socks sending, I will send you numerous pairs of socks to make up for the sock that I stole. I do apologise. But when you need to go, and I didn't want a stinky ass.
Now, the next thing that comes to mind that people were talking about is the drone footage. And you know what? I am so glad that I did that. I am so glad I got up when I got up, because I'd slept literally where I sent the drone up from is where I'd slept that night. So I literally got up, sent the drone up, and it couldn't have been better timing. I haven't shown every single last bit of drone footage because there was loads. I did make sure I got loads and loads on purpose. And I sent the drone up twice. Now, the first time I sent it up, I got that amazing coming up through the clouds, seeing the sun, and then the castle just being at the level where it was above the clouds. Now, after a couple of minutes of fiddling around, I turned back round to where the castle was, and it had gone. It was in the clouds all together, and you couldn't see it anymore. So the timing couldn't have been more perfect. Then I brought it back down again, put a new battery in it, and sent it right up again. And that time, that glow, that orange glow had gone. So you could see the castle this time. It was quite clear, but you could also see the ground all around it. There wasn't that beautiful sort of mist sitting low, and that golden hour, it's not golden hour because that's in the afternoon, but that sort of golden view across the clouds had gone as well. So I was so lucky. It was like drone flyer's dream to get that perfect shot. I was so pleased with it, and a lot of you loved it.
Now this room's totally different. Oh, look in here. Look at the ceiling. Look at the ceiling. Oh my lord. This is amazing. Oh, even look. You can see. Wait. Oh, please tell me they've not plastered over it. It looks like they have. I can see the design there. And just about there and on here. And then it looks like there's fresh plaster on it.
Next up, you were really impressed, just like I was, about the paintings on the walls, and how a lot of you were annoyed as well, just like I was, about how they're getting ruined, and hoping that they were going to stay in a good condition, they were going to look after the place. And it is worrying when you get these really old, beautiful buildings. Like I said, sometimes they just plaster them just to make them look fresh and clean. And I would much rather walk around a castle that looks like a castle than walk around a castle that looks like a hotel. For me, it just doesn't work. It doesn't look right. So yeah, I hope they're not going to ruin it. There were so many good features there that just needed saving. There really was. And things like the room with the, I can't remember, begins with a T, I'm sure it does. The trough, I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it down below. But the effect of the painting on the wall to make it look 3D, like that's already starting to get lost because of the age of it. But it should be restored, it should be redone, not just left to disappear and not be in our history anymore. Well, not even really our history, but the Slovenians' history, because there's some amazing places over there.
Mate, I am going to make sure this isn't the bell tower. There's nothing above me. See, there is floorboards. Wait a minute. Let me have a look up here. Okay, I'm happy again now. Although I'm not actually going to climb up. I'm halfway up, but I'm not going all the way up. Look. So I was down there a minute ago. This is above my head. And you can see all the workings and the bell, which is a weird looking bell, was up there. I also don't know what this bit is, or this bit, or this windy bit. But that is it. I wonder if you used to ring the bell, like someone hand rung it, and they've changed it over the years. I would like to get up there. I don't trust standing on that bit of wood though. Like at the moment, I'm stood on a bit of metal. Even that's not particularly safe.
Now, a couple of you were a bit frustrated that I'd not got to the clock tower, but I did. And I think it wasn't really apparent because you couldn't see the clock. The clocks are on the outside, and I didn't realise until afterwards. It looks like they've installed new workings in there. So it's not the big old metal ones at the top. It was actually those black boxes on the wall. And I'll put a little clip in now just to show you what I mean, because I didn't notice it. I was going, oh, I can't stand on that bit of wood. That bit of wood was actually between the two clocks. So that's where it was. So I would have been climbing up for absolutely nothing. So there was loads of little features like the well and stuff like that were hidden away that you wouldn't notice so much. I would have liked to have seen that well though, I'm not going to lie, and see how far it went down, but didn't get that opportunity, unfortunately.
Now, I don't know what this is for, look. What a weird room. These like weird channel bits around the outside. What would this be for? Really strange. Little barred windows everywhere as well. I like these ceilings though. Don't know if that's to outside. Yeah, it is.
Something else that I couldn't answer, but I think you guys might have done. Not 100% sure, this is still speculation, but there was a strange sort of gully in a sort of semicircle shape in one of the rooms. It was in the base of one of the towers, I think. Now, I couldn't work out what it could be, but you know what? I think you're right. Basically, what a lot of people said was it was like a runner for a gun, to like stick a gun on and move it round from window to window so you could shoot out through the little windows and get whoever's outside. That seems to make lots of sense. Somebody did say something else. I can't remember what it was because I can't check. My hands are like ice at the moment, so I can't check on my phone, but I will put it in the comments as well. There was another idea of what it could be, but I think the gun, I sort of would like it to be that, if I'm being honest. Like, sometimes people come with answers and I'm like, is it that? I really hope it's that. But this, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Now that probably says don't go in here because it's dangerous, but I'm going to stick my head in at least. Now this very ancient looking door here says Skossel office. Skossel?
And finally, the final one that people kept sort of mentioning was the writing above the office doors. Now, I can't remember exactly what it was that people said, but one of them was forbidden passage. That was it, the forbidden passage, which is a bit strange, isn't it, to be writing on doors. And the second one was something like restoration room or stone restoration room. So I don't know whether that's something to do with keeping the original features. There was somebody in there doing those up. Not sure, but it's great to get insight on these things and see what things mean, and it helps piece that jigsaw to pieces back together. That's what I wanted to say. So thank you so much for the support. I know people loved this video. I was a bit unsure because sometimes when I go in these big castles and there's not loads in them, there's enough to sort of see some stuff in there, but not loads and loads. I worry that you're not going to like it, but I love them, so I hope you love them just as much as me. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm off to Portugal this weekend. I know I said I wasn't going to go and do any more work and I was going to relax all December, but I sort of need to. I might even go out on an explore tonight. I've seen somewhere quite good locally, like an hour and a half away, so it might be worth me going and doing that as well. But I will rest at some point, I promise you. Right, love you all, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.